Now, zooming out, how far did you end up getting with your education?
Ooh, I'm gonna keep it real. I dropped out 8th grade.
And what was your reasoning back then?
And nigga growing up in that struggle, man, you know, shit was going on at the crib. I had to do what I had to do.
And care to share the name of the school you attended back in those days?
The last school I ever attended was Madison Middle School. Oh, no. I did like 3-4 days at this adult school after that. But that was it. So it was called Gary Adult.
Now, was the adult school after you had dropped out?
Yeah, like right after, because I was on probation and the judge was making me like go to school. I was finna go to the program, you feel me? But I was like, shit, so I went. And then that shit didn't really work out. And I end up, some other shit, I end up like just doing some charity shit. And then that just like basically like I was good after that. Cause I couldn't like, for some, back then shit was just crazy for me, bro. I couldn't like keep up with that probation shit like that, you feel me?
Now, was there any attempt on a GED perhaps after that?
Oh yeah, I got my GED in LA.
And how long after you dropped out from 8th grade and the adult school before you end up getting that GED?
I was like 21 when I got my shit, about 4 years ago.
And was that easy or hard for you?
It was pretty easy, bro. I'm pretty like street smart, book smart. That shit wasn't that hard,
Pass on the first try.
for sure.
Now, there may be somebody in the audience that is attempting to obtain that GED themselves. Anything you want to say to that person? Of course, circumstances could be different for everybody, but anything you want to say to them before they attempt to do that test themselves?
Man, just study, perfect it, but as much as you can to your best of your ability. But I mean, just be confident, man. Just go get it. You know what I'm saying? Just tie up them loose ends, bro. If you can, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no big thing to me. I just had to, it was something I had to get out the way, though, you feel me? Like, my granddaddy, before he passed away, he always wanted me to go through school and do all that shit, and I just like, I'm just gonna do it in honor of him, you know what I'm saying?
And he was able to see that happen?
No.
Okay, got it.
He passed when I was 12. Yeah. But he always wanted me to go to school and shit like that. I told him I want to be an entertainer. He wasn't feeling none of that shit. He wanted me to go school and do the whole, that whoop.
Now, looking back on how everything's played out, and of course, you mentioned the struggle that you experienced and things of that nature that led to the decision of dropping out in the 8th grade. But reflecting back, was that the right decision? Or do you think you still could have gone to school and finished?
I be thinking about that shit to this day. I be like, if I went to school and shit had played out like it did, but I think I'm glad, that I let God do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't tripping on like it is what it is. Nigga still became something, you feel me? And I was able to accomplish a lot of things. So without that shit. So I just go to show it's by and then by what you know what I'm saying, I mean, go get your GED and shit like that and get your education. Kids stay in school, I ain't saying otherwise, but for me, circumstances was different. You feel me?
Now, you mentioned God here in this portion of questions. Do you follow a religion by any chance?
Yeah, I'm a follower of Christ. I'm Christianity. I call him Yahshua, but yeah, I'm Christian.
And does it get any more specific than that, like a particular branch under Christianity, perhaps?
Nah, man, I don't label it. You know what I mean? I just look at it like Christ the King of all kings, Lord of all lords, bro. And that's what I go out for, you feel me? I don't label nobody, I don't judge nobody, I don't force what I believe in on nobody. That's my little personal connection.
And why Christ for you?
Because every time I ever called on him, he was present. Every time I was going through some shit, it was God, it was Christ, it was Jesus, it was every time. Like, I can't think of not one time I was in some shit and I prayed and really, really connected with the Lord that some shit ain't fall through for me like how it's supposed to, you feel me?
And just for some further insight, was this how you were raised?
Yep. My
Mother's? Okay.
and my mama. My daddy and them, they kept that God on me the whole time. My daddy was a big old gangster, been a gangster, but he always been engulfed in the word, you feel me? And I got my grandma and them, they in it. My mama, you know what I'm saying? They always let me know, like, God first, you feel me? So.
And even though it's no specific or particular branch under Christianity for you, did they raise you under a particular branch, perhaps?
Not really, but I used to go to church with my aunties and them and shit like that, and my grandma don't go to church. And it was like regular Christianity, feel me? We reading the Bible and the scriptures and shit. Like, I ain't no Jehovah's Witness or nothing like that. I got some Jehovah's Witness partners though, but
Now, back to school here. Did any of your classmates that you attended school with, even up into the 8th grade, or maybe even the adult school, end up becoming well-known or famous themselves?
Shit. Back in the days. Let me see. Shit. I think. Oh yeah, it's a few niggas I went to Greco with. They went to the league. You feel me? They went to the NFL and shit like that. I can't remember bruh name off the top, but I know he went to the his name Malik something. I remember his name was Malik. But I know his ass went to the league for sure. I'm a dog back then too.
And why did you lose touch with him throughout the years?
I changed schools. Shit, we like 12, 13. I changed school. I ain't seen bruh since.
And did you actually play that sport with him by any chance as well, or?
Nah, we ain't never had like PE together and nothing like that. And I ain't never really used to link up with him after school, no shit. But we was cool inside of school. You feel me? Like I'm a boy and shit. We had lunch together and shit like that.
Just lunch, no classes or anything?
Oh yeah, we had like 2 classes together, but that was about it though. Yeah.
And just for that one grade in particular, or a couple grades you had classes with him?
I think one grade. I know we went to school for the same. We went to school like 6 and 7. I went there for 6 and 7. He was there 6 and 7 too. But like I don't think in 7 we had no classes together. But 6th grade I think we did type shit.
And what was he like back then, from those times that you can remember?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's so much shit done happened since then, bro. I can't even remember that shit, bro. About 13 years ago, dog. Keep it real. Bro, was cool though. Bro, was cool.
Now, when kids grow up, sometimes they have aspirations of what they want to be or what they want to do when they grow older. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Did you have any, perhaps?
Man, I knew I wanted to be an entertainer ever since I came out the fucking womb, bro. I've been writing music since I was 5. I ain't gonna lie, I got into the recording music and shit process, cause I used to be dancing like Michael Jackson and shit when I was little, you feel me? Then, like, I was like 10, 11, I was like, man, I wanna do my own shit. And then that's when I got in the streets when I was like 12. I took a pause from the rap shit when I was like 12 to 16. So like 4 years, a whole bunch of shit had happened. So when I jumped back in it, I'm just talking that, you feel me? Talking that gangster shit I had been through. But to answer your question, yeah, since a little boy.
Now, anything else you want to mention in regards to the subject of your education?
My education.
Yes, ask you a variety of questions.
I read a lot of books, and I self-educated myself on a lot of things. You feel me? Certain things school never taught me. Financial literacy, credit, manifestation, you know, things of that nature. You know, self-improvement, stuff like that. They ain't never really teach us. They taught us to be workers and shit like that. Like.
Now, what's a book that's changed your life?
It's 2 of them. 3. First, the Bible. Then, The Secret. And then, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Most definitely, that shit turned the nigga up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone. But can you give the audience 5 tips on moving to Los Angeles?
Boy, you gotta be prayed up. Mind your business. Network. That's what shit happens, trust me. That's what your dreams come true for real out there. Network, shit, man. Just pursue your shit. Like, whatever you want to do, do it. That's a place where I can honestly say, like, when I went there, that shit changed my life. I ain't gonna lie. So that's what changed a nigga life for real. Like, I got out there.
No, go ahead.
No, I got out there, man. I made all types of crazy ass connections. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the trenches. I get out here, I'm partnering up with Onward Hadid and shit like that. People of, you know, that echelon.
And you use the phrase the trenches here. Okay? Now, for those in the audience that have heard this depicted in music, seen this depicted in music videos, television, movies, video games, so on and so forth, but have never in real life, what are the trenches really like?
Man, the trenches is that shit. Man, that shit dangerous. Shit could be dangerous. It's poverty stricken. You feel me? Like, It's violent, it's dangerous and that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's either B8. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hustle. You feel me? Like, to make it out that shit, bro. You gotta hustle, bro. That shit real. The trenches, the struggle, all that shit real, my boy. Like, yeah.
And how long do you think you experienced the trenches for?
A nice little percentage of my life. I ain't gonna lie. Like, all my teen years, except for when I turned 18. So like up until 18. And then niggas was still going through shit, cause when I was 18, I was still losing partners and shit, you feel me? Like, everybody, niggas dying and shit, like, niggas I'm close to and shit like that, you feel me? And even after that, like, shit.
Now, Ybor City, does it get any more specific than that for you, or just...
Yeah, it do. I'm from, like, I was raised off of 12th and 15th off Columbus Street, that's where I was raised at, but, like, I jumped out the porch in Tampa Park type shit, my boys over there, like, people say I'm from over there, like, I don't really too much claim nothing, you feel me? But that's what a nigga really from, like. Shit, so.
Now, you've already shed some light on this already, but going to formally ask you, just in case you want to shed some further insight on it. If not, that's okay. We'll move further to the next question. But what was that really like? Growing up, that 80% in Ybor for you?
Man, for me, bro, we was living in rooming homes and shit like that. So, like, childhood, that shit wasn't really that. It wasn't really too exciting for me, you know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to see, young drug addicts, drug users and shit like that. I seen hardships, bro. And a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to witness that, you know, I'm pretty sure. I seen my first dead body over there when I was 4 years old. Nigga died on my grandma's gate. I ain't gonna say nigga, but young man lost his life on my grandma's gate, you feel me? Like,
did you just see the dead body in that instance, or you saw how that body became lifeless?
I'm gonna tell you how this shit happened, bro. It was me, I'll never forget this shit. I was 4, early 03. Me, my mama, my sister, my brother was in my grandma's house. My grandma then was gone. I don't know where the hell my grandma was at. And we heard a boom, and my mama made us go in the bathroom get down by the cabinets. And then we got up after like 5 minutes or so. And by the time we got there, like maybe 10 minutes or some shit like that. We went out there, and I seen bro like on the floor and shit. Police officer had a flashlight over his body, I guess looking for fragments elsewhere, I guess, I don't know. And like, I'll never forget seeing that shit, dog. Like, I seen a puddle of blood, I seen bro right there, and they picked him up and stuff. God bless his soul, but that shit happened like that for real. And then, yeah, that shit was a movie, boy. That shit was crazy. He was only like 14. Yeah.
Now, don't know if this fits this next answer to this question, but we'll still ask you anyways. And if it does, then we'll move forward. But what was the bottom point for you during your upbringing in Ybor? What was your lowest point or most negative moment growing up in that environment?
I say about 13 through really the whole time over there, man, just because of the living circumstances and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I say, bro, I just witnessed a lot of stuff like that. Luckily, I had like a praying family and shit like that, but man, that shit was like, it was for a minute. Nigga experienced a lot of bullshit over there, bro. But I love it though, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the same sense, like, it's weird, but.
Now, mentally, has this been something you sought any professional help over?
My professional help, that studio, you feel me? Venting, talking about real life shit that I went through and shit like that, and coming about that shit, most importantly, coming about it, because you got people who go through it and stay in it. You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit for real. You got people stay in that shit, don't never aspire to do nothing because they don't think they can because they from environments like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, there are some people who do seek help from a mental professional, especially dealing with the description you painted, maybe some other traumas that you've experienced during your upbringing. Why not that route?
I just haven't tried it yet. Maybe it is pretty helpful, but I just haven't tried it yet. I always looked at it like, I don't feel like nobody can give me no better advice than what the Lord gonna give me. God gonna give me some spiritual shit, and I'm gonna know, my spirit gonna know, and I'm gonna get through whatever I'm going through, you feel me? Whether it be mental, physical, whatever, but like having somebody else talking to somebody else. But I haven't done that really. Like my homeboys was some shit who round me up, like family, you know what I'm saying, like venting and shit. But like sitting up there telling a stranger all the shit I've been through, I'm pretty sure that somewhere in their mind, like they like, damn, you feel me? Like I feel like I'm imposing my problems on them or some shit.
But not opposed to it.
Not opposed to it, no. Not opposed to it at all. Like somebody just haven't tried yet.
Now, how were you able to survive that upbringing, that description that you just presented previously? Because as you mentioned, there are some, as what you saw previously, that do not make it.
Man, how you survive that shit, man?
What was the key for you?
It was God, bro. It had to been God. I prayed every day. I always, like I say, man, everything I ever did, I prayed and I talked to God. That's the only thing that could have had got me through all that stuff, man. Nigga done seen some hard, crazy shit. And experienced a lot of trauma. And I don't really see, like, the music and God, like, you feel me?
Now, there are some people who say things like, don't know if I'll make it to see the age of 18.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 21, for example. Mm-hmm. Did you have any of these thoughts yourself growing up in Ybor?
Yeah. Because I kept losing I lost my first major loss. I lost my granddad. I was 12. He was the only one to ever favoritised me. I mean, show favoritism towards me. Favoritize, not a word, but I was always the black sheep of the family, and he actually, like, embraced me. He died when I was 12. That shit turned me to a menace. Fucking my cousin, when I was 13, my cousin, Long Live Surge, he got murdered, you feel me? And that shit just showed me it was possible, because I was around him so much as a jit. And I'm just like, damn, this shit could really happen. And then, like, I'm like 15, 16, my other little partner, he get killed. And 17, my dog Chris get killed. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, not to speak negative or nothing, but I was just like, damn, dog, if I make it at a certain age, then I know God is going to keep me here for a little minute, you feel me? But in my mind, hell yeah, I done thought, like, man, you might not see that shit. But look at everybody around you, they not seeing 25. Nobody I just named saw 25. Except for my cousin Fish, Long Little Fish Scale. He passed away when he was 27. That's still young, though, you feel me?
Now, you described yourself as the black sheep. Why that description there?
Because, man, like, I just never was, I wasn't your traditional kid, man. I was different. I was like, I told y'all I was rapping and shit. I just knew I was going to blow with the rap shit. People just like, man, he need to go to school. He need to do some shit that's productive. And in my mind, I'm like, this is what I'm doing, you feel me? Just didn't really, was just too creative for that school shit. Like, but I was very, very, very intelligent, very smart. Like, I wouldn't go to school for months, but show up in ace tests and shit, you feel me? But just the black sheep, dog. Grandma don't want you around, and it ain't nothing I did. You feel me? Just shit. I'm just the middle child, bro. We got it hard. We be having it the hardest. You feel me? So.
And speaking of siblings, what did you actually have?
I got a little sister, and I got a half older brother. My little sister, my full sister though. I got an older brother type shit, like way older. Yeah.
So you and your sister, same mother and father?
Same mama, same dad, and my twin. My twin.
Figuratively speaking, not...
Yeah, figuratively. She only 2 years younger than me, so.
Now, care to share your age at this point?
I'm 25 years old.
And your birthday while you're at it, the month or the day perhaps?
January 22nd, 99.
Now, there once was a time you didn't think you might see 25. Mm-hmm. Now that you have, what do you make of that outcome?
What do you make of that outcome?
Yes, you've at least hit that milestone.
Man, you just got to thank God and keep pushing. You know, keep going hard, keep trying to strive for greatness and achieving greatness, you know what I'm saying? I got kids, take care of my family and shit like that. Like, you know, just at 25, I got my head on my shoulders, you feel me? Like.
And kids is in plural?
Yeah.
How many?
I got 2.
And same mother for both?
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now. Mm-hmm. On the other side of that coin, hypothetically speaking, what would you have said to your younger self back then?
I would have said, be more confident in yourself. Don't let the way others treat you, like, make you feel like, well, like, family members and shit treat you, make you feel like, oh, like you ain't important, because you is enough, you important. Finish school, bro. Go to school, finish that shit. Don't be such a little asshole, you feel me? I was an asshole for sure that. Like, I opposed all authority, bro. Like, I ain't give a damn. So listen to your elders. Don't disrespect your parents or disrespectful little motherfucker. And that's something I regret to this day. Don't be so disrespectful and shit, man. Just be cool, bro. Let shit fall in place, you feel me?
Where do you think that a-hole description stemmed from?
Man, because, like, you could just, man, it's just, any grown person, I just always challenge authority. Like, I ain't never see that yet because, I don't know, maybe it was some shit built up in me when I was little, man. Now I think back on and reflect on that shit. I probably just had too much shit built up, bro. But people try to tell me what to do. I ain't never like that. You feel me? I ain't never like nobody tell me what to do and shit. But as I got older, I'm like, damn, some of that shit they told me to do kept me alive. You feel me?
Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, what was the top point for you during your upbringing in Ybor? What was your highest point or most positive moment growing up in that environment?
Shit, playing with my friends and shit. I had a couple friends in the neighborhood and I loved playing with them boys and shit when we was little. That was positive. Shit, man. I got cousins and shit. Childhood was great, kinda, but like besides me going through all the shit, like the struggle and all that shit, man, I had cousins and shit who made nigga feel regular. My auntie made me feel regular, made me feel like a regular kid. You feel me? But yeah. But when I say all this shit, I ain't trying to say I was struggling and shit like my mom and daddy weren't doing what they were supposed to. It was just at the time they was down at the time. But my mom and daddy, A1 parents, bro. You feel me? They instilled good shit in me, prayed for me. You feel me? Like unconditional love for me. So I don't want none of that to reflect on them. You feel me?
Now, anything else you want to mention in regards to your upbringing, growing up, being raised, or question you weren't asked? People want to know just about that.
Not really. Not really. Shit, I think we covered everything like that.
Before this interview ends, is there anything else you were not asked fans want to know?
They want to know when Blow finna drop again. And that's real soon. You feel me? I'm finna drop real soon. More everything on the way. Music, merch, videos, collabs, all that.
Any loose ends you want to tie from this interview with the previous topics you were asked? Anything that needs clarification from what you said earlier?
Anything need clarification? Shit. Other than what I told you about, like growing up in the struggle and shit like that, like my people was always hustling, trying to get it and shit like that. You feel me? But like I said, that shit ain't occurred to my teen years for real. You feel me? So when like I got no deadbeat ass parents, I just want to put that out there because people take shit and run with it and then come up with some crazy shit. So.
Any last words?
Man, follow me on IG on all platforms, man. Rublow, at Rublow, Rublow. Go stream my latest project, Blowprint, and just be on the lookout for that new shit.